Okay. Okay, the next point I want to cover, directly leading on from the idea of systematized action and systematized service to humanity, is the Ruhi Institute. It's a process, and it has been initiated by the Baha'is of Colombia as a process to develop material and develop a technique of learning and teaching that is correspondent to the needs and the demands of individual communities, but also overall of humanity. And it is organized, as it says in the quote, a series of levels of study which are published in form of textbooks. For example, this one is one of the books. This is book 5. I'll get on that later. So, as of right now, there are 7 books being available to the public. Not all of them are officially published yet, but like this one, it is available in a pre-published form. And there's also parts of the book 8 already being published, but not the whole thing yet. So, but it's really, I think, by explaining and looking into the whole process of the Ruhi Institute, it says a lot about the mindset with which Baha'is approach social action. So, going into the process of development, I want to quote from the foreword of book 5 concerning the development of the Ruhi material, those 7 books so far being available. The approach to curriculum development followed by the Ruhi Institute is not the traditional one of design, field testing, and evaluation carried out in a linear fashion. The first step in writing any set of materials is taken rather when an experience is created at the grassroots in performing some act of service in response to the demands of expansion and consolidation. Materials emerge out of this experience and become an expression of it. They are, on the one hand, a record of the learning that occurs in applying the writings in a particular area of service, and on the other, an instrument for the systematization of that learning. So, I guess what stands out to me in this quote is, and this has implications for the whole Baha'i service to humanity process and the whole institute process. It is not something that is arbitrarily out of context, just being designed, then field tested, then re-evaluated and published, but much more it is from the very beginning on. The first step, as it says, is taken when an experience is created at the grassroots level. So this really means the grassroots level is anybody who's serving in the community, where they are, where they live. So when there's an experience taken and made and realized, okay, this is something we have to work on, the people get together and consult about it, and then this makes the seed for developing a new material. And then at every given point, at every state of the development of this material, it's constantly being applied. That is one of the reasons why I'm sitting here with a pre-published version of book 5, because it is not done yet, but it's already being applied all over the world in so many different communities. For example, conducting a junior youth group, being an animator, and if we make a new experience, new learning, something that could contribute to the book, to the further development of the book, this is being through various institutions, or through various channels, much more. This goes back to the Ruhi Institute and the people working there, then take those new ideas or experience and reevaluate what has been created so far, and then it's being just being developed, and it's constantly growing. As it says in the quote, they're an expression of the learning as well as an organized technique to spread out this learning. So it works both ways. It's not just one solid relationship where you read this book and you do what it's said in there, but it's the material responds to the experience, and at the same time provides a channel and the possibility to spread out this material into new parts and to further understanding of anybody who takes it. So they're really meant, again, as it says in the quote, to empower and to enable people to really learn and make thoughts about service, and then take this service and put it into reality. Not just learn about it, but make it a reality. But in the end, as it is envisioned right now, there will be something like 18 Ruhi books that will cover all kinds of different parts of community life. Okay. Well, now making the connection from talking about the Ruhi Institute process, the ideas of systematized action, to the actual junior youth spiritual empowerment program. So why do we work with youth? What is the special? What is so special about youth, and why is it worth, so to say, to put our energies into it? And really comes down to what vision are we having of this whole building of a new civilization, because that is really what the Baha'i faith is trying to do, without destroying the old one actively, but really just raising up new resources and raising up capacities in each and every locality, in each and every community, and just to slowly from the grassroots on to build this new world civilization. And what is the role that youth play in this? So this is a quote from the Universal House of Justice. The endurance of youth under arduous conditions, their vitality and vigor, and their ability to adapt themselves to local situations, to meet new challenges, and to impart their warmth and enthusiasm to those they visit, combined with the standard of conduct upheld by Baha'i youth, make them potent instruments for the execution of the contemplated projects. Indeed, through these distinctive qualities, they can become the spearhead of any enterprise and the driving force of any undertaking in which they participate, whether local or national. Our expectant eyes are fixed on the Baha'i youth. So this is the vision that we have. We want youth, and because we know they have their capacity to rise up, to step forward, and to be the spearhead, to be the front runners, to be the catalyst that will implement a change in minds, a change in society, and that will bring to us, and is already bringing to the world, the spiritual revival we talked about earlier. So this vision is the reason, and is the foundation of why we work with youth and why we work with junior youth, because junior youth, as the word implies, is the time before becoming youth, from 11 to 15. In the Baha'i faith, with 15, we enter the stage of maturity. It doesn't mean we're adults yet, but we're we are entering a new stage around the age of 15, but really this vital time before being 15 years old, which gives us so much power and so much awareness of what is going on and what is happening, and this makes this time so special and so powerful and so full of energy. Really, book 5, what book 5 does is first of all give you this vision. Why would we even do this? Why is it important to fix our energies in supporting and raising those youth and empowering them, and not teaching them, but just make them aware and make them realize, help them to realize what awesome possibilities and energies and powers they have, and each and every one of us has, and if we all work together on that, where we can take this world. And as an animator, it is important to have this vision in mind instead of a vision of those kids or youth in general just being problematic, just doing whatever they want, just thinking, okay, that is this time in life where they just are super stupid and brain dead, and I just want to leave them alone. I just don't want to have anything to do with them. I don't want to deal with them, which is really that is quenching. That is putting out those energies and those lights, and it's really they're growing up, and they're realizing what is going on. They're realizing all the injustice and all the hypocrisy that is going on. And if we as older youth and as adults don't show them, okay, there is hope for something better if we all work together, or if we don't show them something that is worth accomplishing or to work for, or if we don't support them striving for excellence, what would give them the idea, and what would give them the power to even try, and not just lose themselves in despair or anger. This is really book 5. What book 5 does is just it opens your eyes towards this, and then it goes even further. It asks you to analyze what are the forces that shape our life, that shape society. How does the individual act with society and with other people, and what is our approach then? What do we have to? How do we have to think, or what mindsets do we have to get in to support these youth and junior youth? It is by encouragement and by lovingly supporting those kids and junior youth. Well, they're not kids anymore, but that will make a change. And at first, and this is what book 5 just makes plainly clear, at very first has to happen right here with every single individual on this planet. And it's not something that somebody else has to stop at first. Every and each of one of us has to take the responsibility and go do. Period.